What does the future hold in store? Where has our journey brought us? How can we learn from what's gone before? What has experience taught us? Heart of creation, lover of shadow and light, sing us the songs of a billion stars, silently all through the night. Friendship will light the darkest hours. True love will hold the vision. Peace and goodwill on earth is ours. Let it be our decision. Heart of creation, lover of shadow and light, sing us the songs of a billion stars, silently all through the night. Heart of creation, lover of shadow and light, sing us the songs of a billion stars, silently all through the night. Deep in the darkest winter night, here with my candle burning, safe and warm inside the light, now that the year is turning, now that the year is turning.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this sacred night where, just as the song said, we are celebrating the dark and the light in the shortest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. I'd like to offer an opening prayer, so please join me in that. It is said that prayers said in this time of the year go deep. So allow this word to speak deep within your own truth and your own way of being. What I know is that we are earthlings, made of the earth, sustained by the earth. And because of this, we give great praise to Mother Earth and all that she is and does. I understand that the intelligence that operates through our great mother is divine energy that operates through all things with a deep wisdom and love that is eternally flowing without ceasing. This intelligence is operating in our lives as well. This love is made available all the time through us, in us, and coming toward us and from others. So as I understand my part in the rhythm of the divine, the sacred, the earth, I open heart and mind in this sacred space created to dream my life, to dream what I would let go of and what I would bring forward in this new year. On solstice, these dreams are potent and supported by an infinite and powerful law that brings them into being, just as the spring follows the winter. So dream tonight with us, through music, through poetry, through story, allowing yourself to imagine your life as you wish it to be. In gratitude for the vast, divine, flowing in all things, I release this word, knowing it is now operating, and so it is.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. Sing with us. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in. Let's sing one more time. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
I'm inviting one of our poets up, and she is going to share a poem. Yes.
Hello, all you magnificent people. Is this on?
Yeah, it should be.
I'm wishing you a peaceful solstice full of loving kindness. I have a poem I wrote through inspiration from the foundations class that I took last quarter. It's called I Am a Note. I am a note in the symphony of spirit. Every human being joins me in song. The primal cry of the newborn babe blends in. The last sigh of the dying is felt. The birds trill their joyous song. The rooster crows the dawn of day. The frogs and toads chirp in time. The furry beasts growl and roar. The panda makes its grumble. The slithery creatures climb to the tops of the trees and sing to the sky. The snakes glimmer in the sun, and all that is green and grows curls its roots into the soil as the nutrients ooze up. Wild lupin paint the fields. All rivers, lakes, and oceans gurgle along the shore. All fishy creatures leap and play in the waves. The plankton and seaweed ripple in the tides. The insects hum and buzz. The cicadas call from the trees. The pigs and cows let out their clamor. The tiny shrew gives a squeak. The mountains wait in anticipation to resound their reverberation. The wind swishes through the trees. The squirrels and kinkajous sway in the canopy. The great blue whale sends its song from the depths of the boundless ocean through the atmosphere so that we may all commune with the cosmos.
Thank you. Beautiful. Not on? There we go. Over the last few years, I've had the opportunity before COVID to go to different sacred sites. One of my favorites was Tulum. Any of you been there? Yes. Not only are the iguanas amazing, but the architecture that still survives tells a tale of ancient astronomers who were so keenly attuned to the stars and the movement of the cosmos that they could construct these incredible structures that would, on the winter solstice and the summer solstice, mirror what was happening in the cosmos through the architecture. So a window perfectly placed that only one day a year would the sun shine through and illuminate the floor where a mosaic is. And it's not just Tulum. It's all over the world. I'm sure some of you have been to these sites. So tonight, I'd like you to imagine with me that we are sitting in an underground kiva, a well, like our band sang about, a well of knowing and a well of holding us all. And in the Pueblo Indian tradition, the kiva was a place to descend into to have sacred ceremony. So imagine that we are sitting in a form of kiva, practicing together the remembrance that the ancient ones had that allowed them to align their architecture with the rhythms of the earth and the sky. And the understanding that they had is flowing in us. Do we need to build great temples? Probably not. But what we do need to consider is what in this time where solstice, which means the sun stands still, in this time where the sun is right at the tip of transitioning once again into longer days and more light, here, you and I have a gateway, a place of opportunity, of dream. And in the gateway, what's important as we sit together is to look back at the year that has been, acknowledging everything, all of it, the difficulties and the triumphs, the beauty and the sorrow, the curious and the mundane, all of it that made our reality what it was, that brought us to the shore of this place of gateway. So imagine yourself turning in the seat of consciousness now and looking back. Close your eyes. Imagine that you're standing in a kiva with a gateway and bless your past. Allow it to be what it was, irritating, joyous, amazing, difficult, whatever it was. Bless it, for here you stand on the brink of a new opportunity. For me, kiva time is a time that traditionally was meant to be a time of rest and quiet and meditation and dreaming. And in my own life, in this time of the dark, that doesn't get to happen. How about you? I have presents to buy and cookies to make and trees to put up and grandchildren to pick up at the airport and family dinners and all of the joyous parts and the busy parts of life. And so at a service like this, I bring myself back to the remembrance that still, even in the busy, there are moments and times when we can celebrate quiet, rest, silence. It's so necessary for balance. Because, of course, this shortest day of the year is where the earth is the farthest away from its balance point in light. And it teaches us that that balance is needful. In fact, one of my favorite stories about a South African tribe, they were nomads. And so their practice was to wander, and they had different places that they were moving and migrating around. And the story goes that they would go on these long marches, day after day, until suddenly they would just stop. And they would sit down and they would rest, sometimes for a couple of days before going on. And what they would say about that is that that time of rest was necessary so that their souls could catch up with them. How's your soul? Have you had time to catch up with yourself? If not, take this moment at least to remind yourself that the opportunity is here in this time of year to go and be long enough so that your soul has an opportunity to speak, to be one with you. Here in this tradition, the science of mind tradition, we believe that everything has an inner rhythm, an inner knowing, if you will. And we believe that it's mirrored in the outer world and nature. And so many of us here in Bellingham and Whatcom County, and perhaps you in the virtual audience, we know that nature has much to show us about our own inner rhythm, our own inner music. And one of my favorite understandings about this is I was reading a long time ago this book called Sabbath by Wayne Muller. And Wayne put together this whole chapter about the rhythm I'm speaking about. And this is one of the things he said. Oysters open their shells when the moon is high. The chambered nautilus forms a new chamber in its spiraled shell every lunar month. Bees respond to the polarization of sunlight and orient themselves by the pattern it forms in a blue sky, even when the sun is behind the clouds. There is a hum the earth makes when seasonal winds pass over wave and mountain all across the earth and sea. A sound is born, a low-frequency pulsation audible to migrating birds thousands of miles away. By listening to the music of the earth, birds find their way home. Many birds also possess an inner orientation to true north. When they fly at night, they use the patterns and movements of the stars to guide their way. We are blessed too with these inner rhythms that tell us where we are and where we're going. No matter then our 50 and 60-hour work weeks, the refusing to stop to take care of ourselves, bypassing sleep, working deep into the darkness. If we stop, if we return to rest, our natural state reasserts itself. Our natural wisdom and balance come to our aid, and we find our way to what is good and necessary and true. And so for me, during solstice time, during Kiva time, when we can listen to wisdom like that and realize the whole earth is moving with an inner knowing, an inner rhythm, and inner music. And even when we feel lost, if we stop, eventually the wisdom that we carry will speak through us, to us, in us, and we'll know the next right thing to do. These rhythms are what are going to carry us into the next part of our journey. Yes, year 2022, but more importantly, perhaps, into the dreaming that we do during this time. So what I'd like to invite you to do right now is to just close your eyes if you're comfortable. For some of us here listening, this has been a very difficult year. For others, it's been a year of tremendous change and transformation. Wherever you've landed, just for a moment, notice your breath. Imagine yourself at that gateway, for truly you are there. As you envision yourself moving through the gateway into this new year, what would you choose for yourself? Listen deeply. What would you choose? Maybe you only have an inkling right now, but live into the question, because your choice matters as you pass through this threshold. You set the course for what lies ahead by your choosing. In a moment, we're going to invite you to light a candle as a symbol of your own precious light, and as a symbol of the light of your knowing as you move forward. When we do that, I'd like you to hold the dream as you see that light come into being in front of you, and just meditate on that while we do that ceremony. Right now, however, we're going to move forward and have an offering for this center and for all that it is. We always appreciate any donation you can make, but if you came and you just want to be here and weren't prepared for that, that's fine too. We're going to have a wonderful song while this is happening.
Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Let's keep it burning. Let's keep the light of hope alive. Make safe our journey through the storm. One planet is turning, circle on her path around the sun. Earth Mother is calling her children home. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Let's keep it burning. Let's keep the light of hope alive. Make safe our journey through the storm. Light planet is turning, circle on her path around the sun. Earth Mother is calling the darkest hour no one can hold back the dawn. No one can hold back the dawn. No one can hold back the dawn.
We have another poem for you, but the woman who was bringing it to us lives out in the county where there is black ice now. Yeah, and so Mary Ballou came dressed to be helping with the fire outside, but she has agreed to read this poem for us. And thank you, Hermine. I know you're listening. We're sorry you're not here.
So the poem is called Holding the Light, and it's by Stuart Kesterbaum. Gather up whatever is glittering in the gutter, whatever has tumbled in the waves or fallen in flames out of the sky. For it's not only our hearts that are broken, but the heart of the world as well. Stitch it back together. Make a place where the day speaks to the night and the earth speaks to the sky. Whether we created God or God created us, it all comes down to this. In our imperfect world, we are meant to repair and stitch together what beauty there is. Stitch it with compassion and wire. See how everything we have made gathers the light inside itself and overflows? A blessing.
Mary. Pretty good for like last minute. So, right now I'd invite you to stand and let's make sure everyone has a candle. Anybody need a candle? Okay. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to invite my granddaughter, Nalina, here to help me. So, ushers, can we dim the lights? So, as any good grandmother would do, I'm going to pass the light to you. May it burn brightly long after I'm gone. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk down and we're going to invite everyone to pass the light to their neighbors. Holding the dream. Pass to Sarah. Let's get the band. Should we do you guys or should we wait? Wait.
Holy, I awaken forevermore. Love be known. Holy, I awaken forevermore. Love be known. All is right well within my soul. Peace be my offering. Peace be my offering forevermore. Love be known. Peace be my offering forevermore. Love be known. All is right. All is well within my soul. Holy, I awaken forevermore. Love be known. Holy, I awaken forevermore. Love be known. All is right. All is well. All is right. All is right. All is well. All is right. All is well. Sing that out. All is right. All is one more time. All is right. All is well within my soul. And all across this world, within my soul, each and every heart, within my soul.
Ushers, I'm going to ask you to turn out all the lights. We're in the kiva, the tree of life that goes down to the very heart of Mother Earth is with us. And in a moment, as we blow our candles out, in the almost darkness that will be here, it is not a darkness to fear. It is the pure potentiality of what is possible for you, for me, and for our world. So I'm going to count to 3 so that we can invite that potentiality into the room. 1, 2, 3. You can use your fingers too. There you go. Potential. The dream. I accept and know that whatever it is in your heart, the inner rhythm that's calling you, there is a way. It is unfolding before you. And in the darkest time of the year, the seeds of this dream are planted deep, nurtured well, and we can trust the unfolding. Thank you very much for being here. We have fires outside, and we have sacred sticks that you can write on and release into the fire the dream that you have or something you'd like to let go of. So feel free to exit out these doors. Enjoy the fire. Happy solstice.
Happy solstice. All is growing and expanding. Blessed be the light has come, and the love that's everlasting. Blessed be the light has come. Blessed be. Blessed be. Blessed be. Blessed be. All is growing and expanding. Blessed be the light has come, and the love that's everlasting. Blessed be the light has come. Blessed be. Blessed be. Blessed be. Blessed be. All is growing and expanding. Blessed be the light has come, and the love that's everlasting. Blessed be the light has come. Yeah, and it's coming. Let there be light. Go enjoy the darkness meanwhile. Celebrate. Nice job, everyone.